I never imagined I'd come home to silence and still feel uneasy. That evening, the apartment felt different. Too clean, too still. My shoes echoed on the floor in a way they never did. The smell of lemon cleaner hung in the air, sharp and unfamiliar. I dropped my backpack near the door and froze when I heard water running in the kitchen. Someone was inside my home. My heartbeat climbed into my throat. Every tired muscle in my body locked up. I stood there listening. The soft clink of dishes, a low hum like someone absent-mindedly singing. Who breaks into an apartment just to wash dishes? I moved slowly, my breath shallow, every step cautious. When I reached the kitchen doorway, I stopped dead. A woman stood at my sink, sleeves rolled up, rinsing a plate. Her posture was stiff, almost fragile. She turned when she sensed me, and my world tilted. It was Evelyn Carter, the CO, the woman whose face stared down from framed articles in our office lobby. Always sharp, always distant, always untouchable. And now she was standing barefoot in my kitchen. "I'm sorry," she said quickly, setting the plate down. Her voice wasn't commanding. It was tired. "I didn't mean to scare you." I couldn't speak. My mouth opened, nothing came out. "What are you doing here?" I finally managed. She swallowed. "I came because an email wouldn't be enough." That was the moment I noticed her hands were shaking. "My landlord gave you a key?" I asked, anger creeping in. She nodded. I told him it was urgent. I know it crossed a line. "Urgent? Right." I laughed, short and hollow. "You don't show up at employees' homes. You don't clean their kitchens." "You're right," she said quietly. "I don't. And that's part of the problem." She gestured toward the table. "Please sit. I need to explain something." I stayed standing. For years, I've been invisible at work. 12-hour shifts that turned into 16. Weekends that vanished. Performance reviews that never matched the effort I poured in. And now the most powerful woman in the company was standing in my apartment, asking me to sit. "I found something," Evelyn said. "Something I can't ignore." 3 days earlier, she explained, a routine audit didn't add up. Budget discrepancies. Phantom expenses. At first, she assumed it was a clerical error. It wasn't. My department manager had been reporting fake positions, collecting salaries for people who didn't exist. And I had been quietly doing their work for years. "And your reviews," she continued, her voice breaking, "they were falsified. Your actual performance metrics place you in the top 1% of engineers company-wide." My legs gave out. I sat down hard. 3 years of exhaustion. 3 years of thinking I wasn't good enough. All a lie. Why tell me this now? I asked, "Why come here?" Evelyn looked around my small kitchen, the mismatched chairs, the cheap appliances. "Because I saw your salary," she said, "and your expenses. And I realized you've been surviving, not living." Her eyes shone with tears she didn't wipe away. "I built a company that allowed this," she said. "I stopped seeing people. I trusted numbers more than humans. I wanted to stay angry. Anger felt safer. But she didn't hide behind excuses. She didn't send lawyers. She stood there exposed. "I fired him," she said, "and several others. But that's not enough." She offered me a new role, fair pay, authority, a real voice. "I'm not doing this out of guilt," she added. "I'm doing it because I need someone who knows what the system does to good people." I stared at her. "And if I walk away?" She nodded. "Then I'll still fix it." That honesty cracked something open in me. After she left, my apartment felt smaller, but lighter. Hope had crept back in quietly. Weeks later, I walked into the office with a new badge clipped to my shirt. The changes were real. Transparent audits, open reporting channels, restored pay, and slowly, something else changed too. Evelyn stopped being a title and became a person. Late nights turned into conversations. Conversations turned into trust. One evening, she confessed she hadn't eaten dinner with another human being in years. "I built everything," she said softly, "and somehow lost myself." I understood that kind of loss. We didn't rush anything. Two tired souls learning how to breathe again. When she finally came to dinner, I burned the food. She laughed anyway, and for the first time in years. So did I. Not because life was perfect, but because it finally felt honest. Thank you for watching Classic Stories. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more stories that remind us how powerful compassion truly is.